Our corrupt government is starting to look like the night of The Walking Dead, a movie from the 1970s. You've got Joe Biden, brain dead, a criminal, a pathological liar who can't even walk, who can barely talk, who's our so called president, of course, elected fraudulently. Anybody with any common sense knows that. Now we have the minority leader of the Senate, Mitch McConnell, who also has traded influence, much like Biden, perhaps not in the amounts of Biden, in terms of what he laundered through Hunter in communist China, Ukraine, and Russia. But Mitch McConnell can't speak either. He freezes. He obviously has severe neurological problems. He may be on his way out shortly as well. Both of these characters will probably not be around much longer. You've got Chuck Schumer, who's a dishonest slimeball, who's running, they must be calling right now, who's running the Senate. He's the majority leader. And Mitch McConnell is an individual who's very fat, old as well, notwithstanding incredibly dishonest. And you've got the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, who's younger, looks vibrant. Just problem with him is he's two-faced and a liar and doesn't in any way pursue anything with regard to the impeachment of Joe Biden or for that matter anybody else. We are in a severe crisis of leadership in our so-called government. So it's time to throw the baby out with the bathwater. He needs to be gone. All of these people, all these individuals need to be gone. And it's time for the American people, as it says on my hat, in our Third Continental Congress to declare independence with honest and ethical leaders. Take the capital out of Washington, D.C. It's a corrupt place. It just has an odor. It has a stink to it in terms of what goes on there, whether it's government, whether it's the politicians in that government, whether it's the legal profession, whether it's the media, whether it's those who pat themselves on the back and think they're privileged part of this club of Washington, D.C. But the biggest problem we have, even short term, is the so-called leadership of this country is like the night of the Walking Dead. They've got one foot in the grave. These people can't function. We have a lot of crises in this country. We've got rampant crime. We've got persecution by the Justice Department, which is being used as a Gestapo. We've got open borders with drug traffickers, human traffickers, sex traffickers, fentanyl coming across the border, of course, terrorists as well. We've got a demoralized military. We have perverted ideologies and lifestyles being pushed on our children at school behind parents' backs. We have to have leaders, basically, who are alive and not dead. These leaders that I've just cited are not only half dead, with the exception of McCarthy, he's got his problems, they're also dishonest slime balls. So it is time for the American people to rise up. Please go to freedomwatchusa.org. We are involved in not just bringing about justice, we are your Justice Department. Contribute with tax-deductible contributions. Get my book, It Takes a Counter-Revolution, Wake Up America, and have a happy Labor Day if that's possible. Of course, labor unions have all but destroyed this country. That's nothing wrong with labor, nothing wrong with work. In fact, it's good. But to celebrate Labor Day, forget about that one with the labor unions. Celebrate the fact that you have 3 days off. That's about it. I'll be back Monday with another special podcast. Until then, remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves.